Today in this class I am explain about the techniques in plant biotechnology and study of tools or instruments. Biotechnology is the application of biological organism, system or process to manufacture and service industries. Biotechnology is a technology using biological phenomenon for copying and manufacturing various kinds of useful substances. Three important techniques of biotechnology are: first one, recombinant DNA technology; second one, plant tissue culture; third one, transgenic organism, that is genetically modified organism. First one, recombinant DNA technology. Genetic engineering deals with the synthesis of artificial gene, repair of gene, combining of DNA from two organisms and manipulating the artificial gene together with the recombinant DNA for the important of microbes, plants, animals and human beings. This technology involves cutting and pasting of desired DNA fragment. It is based on two important discoveries in bacteria. First one, presence of plasmid in bacteria which can undergo replication along with and independent of chromosomal DNA. And second one, restriction endonucleases which can break DNA at specific site. They are called as molecular seizure. And basic tools of genetic engineering. Tools used in synthesis of recombinant DNA. There are: first one, enzyme; second one, vector or vehicle DNA; and third one, passenger DNA. First one, enzyme. This includes lysing enzyme, that is lysosome. Next one, cleaving enzyme, endonucleases, exonucleases and restriction endonucleases. And synthesizing enzyme and alanine phosphatase. And second one, vector or vehicle DNA. DNA used as a carrier for transforming a fragment of foreign DNA into a suitable host is called vehicle DNA or cloning vectors or gene carrier. For example, plasmids, bacteriophage, cosmids, unartificial plasmid and artificial chromosome vector. And third one is passenger DNA. It is the DNA which is transferred from one organism into another by combining it with the vehicle DNA. For example, complementary DNA, synthetic DNA. and random DNA. Next one is cloning. Two exactly similar or carbon copies of organisms having same source of origin are called as clone of each other. The term clone is applied for living organism or structure. Normally, clones or organism can be described as the organisms which have a exactly same genetic composition. A clone consists of a sexual progeny of single individual or cell, while the process or technique of producing a clone is called as cloning. And clones are be studied under cell cloning and gene cloning and microbial cloning and plant cloning and animal cloning. And gene library. Next topic is gene library. All the clones are together called gene library because of they together represent all the genes of an organisms under study. And importance of gene library. Isolation of specific gene from different species. And second one, it used to transfer this specific gene to vector DNA. And third one, formation of different types of recombinant DNA. And fourth important, cell with recombinant DNA is allowed to multiply in culture, then it produces clones of cell. And fifth important is according to the need of the plant, this new gene can be incorporated in produce a transgenic plant. And next one is gene bank. A gene bank is a place where things are stored of clones of known DNA fragments, genes, gene maps, seeds, spores, animal cells, egg, sperm or embryos, etc. The preservation at very low temperature is called cryopreservation. And the importance of gene bank. Gene banks provides information about the structure and organization of gene present in eukaryotic genome and construction of gene map of chromosome is possible. And next one is plant tissue culture. Plant tissue culture man is depends on plants for food, shelter and clothing. It is this dependence of man on plant that has led him to discover different way to protect any preserve them from being lost to natural and man-made calorimeters. While doing so, scientists hit upon a technique whereby plants can not only be developed into a complete plant from a single cell or a small plant. This technique is called tissue culture. Totipotency. The ability or capacity of the mature living cells when free from the plant body develop into a new organism in controlled condition is known as totipotency. Any plant cell except those lacking a nucleus or enclosed by a rigid secondary wall is potentially capable of regenerating the organism from which it was taken. Such cell is said to be totipotent. Collection of similar cell from tissues and tissue system are originated into organs, and the special arrangement of organs constitute the organism. And various types of plant tissue culture. Plant tissue culture includes cell culture, protoplast culture, organ culture, and meristem culture. The plant part which is used for regeneration in tissue culture is called explant, and a mass of unorganized regenerated cells in culture medium is called callus, and suspension of free cells of callus in the liquid medium is known as suspension culture. And the ability of plant cell to develop into whole plant is known totipotency. And third one is transgenics or genetically modified organism. Genetically engineered organisms are referred to as a transgenics or genetically modified organism. A genotype developed by the process of genetic engineering is called transgenic. It may be a plant, an animal, or microbes such as fungi, bacteria, and virus. Thus, transgenic plant or genetically modified organism plant are those plants which are developed by the techniques of genetic engineering. Transgenic plants are obtained by involving these culture and genetic engineering techniques. The process of transfer, integration, and expression of transgene in the organism is called the genetic transformation. And transgenes refers to foreign genes or modified gene of the same species which are useful for the development of transgenic plant or genotypes. And next topic is tools of biotechnology. First one, restriction endonuclease. These are the enzymes which cleave or cut DNA at specific site. As a result, small fragments of DNA are formed. The restriction endonucleases are found in a wide range of bacterial species. They recognize special sequence called palindromic sequence on DNA. That is the sequence having two-fold symmetry or reverse repeats which is the same while the reading forward or backward direction. There are many restriction endonucleases which identify different recognition sites. These are called molecular scissors and as they cut the DNA. And similarly, blunt end are also obtained by different restriction endonucleases. And palindromes may be a short has 3 to 10 base pairs or maybe has a 50 to 100 base pairs long when compared to prokaryotic DNA. The eukaryotic DNA contains longer palindromes of a few thousands base pairs. All these are the target of restriction endonucleases. But a specific restriction endonucleases as a DNA by restriction endonucleases is called shotgun technique as the restriction act endonucleases act as guide missiles. And second one, DNA ligases. These enzymes are called molecular stitcher because these enzymes join any two cut ends of DNA. Thus, the gene of interest can be joined. And the DNA of the vector with their sticky ends or stacked ends. There are two types of DNA ligases, namely Escherichia coli DNA ligase and T4 DNA ligase. The former required nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide as cofactor and later requires ATP as cofactor to join the cut ends of DNA. And the slicing and splicing very important in gene transfer technology. And third one is vectors. These are also called as the molecular vehicle because they carry the desired gene from the choice organism to the organism of interest, that is host. These are many types of vectors like bacterial plasmids, lambda-phage and cosmid vector and yeast plasmid vector. And last one is plasmid. The term plasmid was first coined by Ladder-Berg in 1950. Plasmid is the extra chromosomal DNA present in cytoplasm of the bacteria. Each plasmid is a circular or linear double-stranded DNA of about 3.5 to 240 kilobase pair. A typical plasmid vector should have one or two detectable markers like antibiotic resistant site and ori site, that is origin of replication site, and few unique sites. A unique site is a specific restriction endonucleases. Examples for plasmids are PUC 18 and PBR 322. Thank you.